So Suresh, if all the stakeholders are on, so you can get started.
Yeah. So yeah, we have all the investors and entrepreneurs as well. Kumar sir, please go ahead and welcome.
Suresh, we need to ping the other two investors.
There, sir. Satya sir is here. Vinay sir joined, and Shaumin sir is here. All three of them are here. Vinay sir.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir. Yep, we're all
extremely impressed with this set. Extremely impressed. Great job.
Thank you, Vinay, for joining us again.
With everybody's support, we could do it. It's everybody's effort. Thank you for joining.
I see one familiar face, Keshav. Wonderful to see you again.
Good morning. Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
I'm impressed with your new page.
Okay.
Yeah. Kumar sir, it's all yours. Go ahead and start.
Yes. Good morning. Good evening, wherever you are.
Suresh, you can stop the screen share, Suresh. You can stop the screen share. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I put it as a grid actually, so we can see everybody. Please come on video for a few minutes, and everybody. Welcome to our third Jven, and this is organized by JNTUH-AA-USA USA, and successfully we completed 2 of them, you know that, and some of you already attended previously, and this is the third one. After reviewing and checking out all the very carefully the entrepreneurs, so we shortlisted. There are 5 entrepreneurs today who are going to present, and we have 4 investors who are interested in investing them if everything works out well. And really, we as a Jven team, thank you very much for all of your participation today. Now, I mean, of course, there are industries that we are covering today: education, healthcare, and transportation, etc. Right now, I invite Dr. Hari Epnapalli, Chairman, JNTUH Alumni Association, to give his speech.
Hari sir, you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay. Again, so we have people from global presence here. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. To my, it's my honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to the JNTUH Alumni Association's third Jven event on the World Entrepreneurs Day. On this occasion, JNTU Hyderabad Alumni Association is hosting this event. Would like to welcome all of you, and we have our distinguished guests here, and our honorable Vice Chancellor is also gracing this occasion today. Welcome, Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu. He's our Vice Chancellor and is doing a lot of wonderful developments in the university. Thank you, sir, for joining today. And we also have our investors here. Shamain Chakrabarti, representing the Elysian Ventures, and Satya Tadimeta, and Ashok Chittiprolu, and also Vinay Kumar. These are our 4 investors, as Kumar mentioned before. And we have our entrepreneurs from Code Tantra, Ramana, and Idea Clinics, Dr. Sham, and Warren Keshav, and eMeds Priya Korapati, and Lorry Clinics Raghavendra. So again, I would like to welcome all of you one more time for the JNTU Ventures. And again, friends, I would like to provide a context and a brief history of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, which was established on October 2nd, 1972 as the first ever technological university in India. Close to 37 years of relentless service, it was serving the society, and JNTU University was restructured into 4 different universities, namely JNTU University Hyderabad, JNTU University Anantapur, and JNTU University Kakinada. In addition to that, Jawaharlal Nehru Fine Arts University by the government of Andhra Pradesh on 24th day of September 2008. So it has got 8 constituent, the JNTU Hyderabad has got 8 constituent colleges. There are JNTU College of Engineering Hyderabad, JNTU College of Engineering Jagitial, JNTU College of Engineering Mantani, Karimnagar, JNTU College of Engineering Sultanpur, Medak District, and Institute of Science and Technology in Kukatpalli, School of Information Technology, Kukatpalli, School of Management Studies in Kukatpalli, and School of Continuing and Distance Education in Kukatpalli. So these are our constituent colleges. In addition to this, we have about 270 affiliated colleges in the state of Telangana. Most of them are engineering colleges. Yeah. Close to 2 million students graduated with degrees so far. Could you please mute if you are not speaking? Yeah, please.
Okay. Yeah, I'm muted. Go ahead, Hari Garu.
Kumarani Garu, you need to unmute Dr. Hari.
Oh.
Yeah, close to 2 million students graduated so far with JNTU degrees from the constituent colleges as well as from the affiliated colleges. Every year, JNTU produces close to 80,000 students, and a significant number of them, because of the various opportunities around the world, they settle overseas, and a significant number of those people are settled in the USA. So with that keeping in mind, during the COVID time in 2020, the JNTU Hyderabad Alumni Association was created on the 31st day of August 2020, and it was launched by our Chancellor and that time in charge Vice Chancellor, Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan. She was the Chancellor, and Mr. Jayesh Ranjan was the in charge Vice Chancellor at that time. It was launched on November 15, 2020. So with that, since then, we've been promoting the activities of the JNTU with major objectives. I will just quickly go through them. To promote exchange programs for the students in Hyderabad between overseas countries and the university, to provide support and guidance to elevate the brand image of JNTU Hyderabad, and to raise endowment fund, to provide effective and seamless communication and networking for the JNTU Hyderabad alumni, to provide common services to JNTU Hyderabad alumni to achieve their personal and professional goals, to organize periodic JNTU alumni education and professional webinars similar to what we are going through today as JNTU Ventures, to provide access to capital to foster research, innovation, and entrepreneurship, again, JNTU Ventures effort, to provide diversity and inclusion in serving the JNTUH Alumni Association members across the globe, to organize annual conferences at national and regional level to promote JNTUH culture and empower the alumni to accomplish their objectives of JNTUH Alumni Association, to recognize distinguished alumni, administrators, faculty, and students of JNTUH for their accomplishments and services. Finally, to provide humanitarian support during the natural calamities and pandemics. This we really did a lot of efforts during the COVID in 2020, 2021, working with the synergistic individuals and organizations. We provided a lot of PPE kits, ambulances, and oxygen concentrators, etc. So myself as chairman for the Alumni Association, and Krishna Kumar Rani is the president, Sudhakar Rupala is the vice president, and Suresh Chapide is the secretary and also director for the JNTU Ventures. Pravin Nidumolu is serving as the international vice president, and Swami Sri Puramdur was the founding president and board of director right now. And we have several directors who are representing us today. For example, we have Basaveshwar Somashekar and also Sunita Kosuri and several other people also present. I would like to welcome all of you and also sincerely thank for your efforts. Again, JNTU Hyderabad Alumni Association also wanted to create an alumni center on campus, and our Honorable Vice Chancellor was kind enough to allocate a piece of land on the campus, and also we provided the drawings for construction of the alumni center. It's approximately 50,000 square foot in 5 floors, and seriously looking into it during his tenure to get that completed. Thank you so much, sir, for taking the responsibility to help us in coming up with the alumni center. With this, I would like to encourage each one of you to join the Alumni Association wherever you are on the globe. And we recently, on August 6th, in Singapore, we launched the JNTUH Alumni Association chapter. Now on November 5th, we are planning to launch the JNTUH Alumni Association chapter in Canada, and also followed by UK and the Middle East. We are looking into it. So with this, I would like to warmly welcome all of you one more time to join this Alumni Association and activities of JNTUH Alumni Association. So I would like to request with this our President Kumar Rani to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Thank you, Harigaru. Thank you very much. Very nice brief overview of our activities and everything you have given. I am privileged today to introduce Professor Dr. Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu. He is our Vice Chancellor JNTUH Hyderabad, and he earned his PhD degree from Osmania University. And he has been authored so many scientific papers, 100+ papers, and there are several reviews, international journals, books, technology, and higher education. He has been actively involved in advancing research activity at Osmania University and Mahatma Gandhi University. Professor Reddy Garu, he has been an active teacher and a researcher in the fields of condensed matter and material science. Under his supervision, the 12+ students got his PhD doctoral degrees. His research publications have received numerous citations. He widely traveled all over the world. And prior to his current assignment as a Vice Chancellor, he has been Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University in Nalgonda and Palmer University, Mahabubnagar. Now I take this opportunity to invite Professor Dr. Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu as a chief guest to give his inaugural message. Thank you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Very happy to participate in JNTUH Ventures, which has been started 2 years back, and fortunately I was present for both the sessions in the last 2 years, and this is the 3rd year that I am trying to address all of you. I should thank Dr. Hari Ippanapalli, Kumar Rani, Sudhakar Uppala, Suresh Cheppadi, Vishwanath, Harhari, Ravi Nidumodu, and all other members of JNTU fraternity here in US and all over the globe. Really happy to see all of you once again this year and on the World Entrepreneurs Day. World Entrepreneurs Day, and just of Dr. Hari Ippanapalli elaborated how JNTU has been started and where we are today and what are our achievements, etc. Beside this, I would like to, I had an information yesterday, and we have already started 2 more colleges, one at Khammam and another one is at Mahbubabad. 2 colleges have been given by the government. They asked us to take over those colleges, and it will be Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad colleges, engineering colleges there. And 2 more are pipelines. Most probably on Monday they are going to release, but they have sent the information. One we are going to start at Nirmal, another one is at Nizamabad. So with this, we are crossing almost about 12 colleges all over, spread all over the Telangana. And the more and more number of students are coming out from JNTU, right? And we will have a bigger alumni association. I've already started the Directorate of Alumni Association, keeping the view of the importance of the bringing all the alumni to a single platform, and I hope all of you will join that. And we had a discussion with Kumar Ran and as well as Hari Upanpalli when they came to JNTU recently. And as far as the development of JNTU is concerned, we are, almost all the branches have been renewed and new courses have been started. Recently, we started BTech in, cyber security, and we have introduced BTech in biotechnology, and many other new courses have been introduced. And the total number of the students on the campus today, residential campus, is around 4,000 students, and total number will be crossing around 6,000 students. And you know that every year we will be awarding about 2.5 lakhs of awards from this. Residential campus is around 4,000 students. Yeah. So the university has been taking a different shape now, and innovation and many other things have been introduced to the university. And recently, entire curriculum has been redrafted, and now we are going towards the NEP 2020. And most of the things which are mentioned in NEP 20, and this is the first university to introduce all that. And now we have introduced a new degree, a different kind of a program, like, suppose if the student happens to drop out at the stage of after completing 1 year, about 40 credits, and if he wants to go out and look for a job or whatever, if he wants to go out, we are going to award a certificate in engineering for him to go and look for a job, so that, even after 3 years or 4 years, many students are not able to pass out to the engineering college, and most of them, when they go out without a degree, basic degree from the university, their basic qualification remains to be 10+2. So in order to, cover up all that, we have given a different exit points. In the first year, we will give them the certificate in engineering. At the end of second year, if they complete about 80 credits, they will be getting about a diploma in engineering. And if they want to leave at the end of third year, we are going to give them a bachelor's of science degree in engineering. At the end of fourth year, if they complete 160 credits, then we'll be giving the BTech degree. So at every stage, the students will get benefited, even if he wants to exit for some reason or other, maybe family reasons, or even because of he wants to go for a job, etc. And for every one of them, the opportunity is also given so that they can come back and join the same class and continue the program and complete the program and get a BTech degree. The another one is, we have started BTech minor program and BTech honors program also. In BTech minor program, what we normally do is, a BTech student has to complete 160 credits. Once he gets the 160 credits, he will be given a degree. But suppose if this student takes 18 additional credits other than his own subjects, like suppose if a mechanical engineering student is taking some 18 credits in a different area, like in computer science or artificial intelligence or whatever, even data science, etc. You complete that program, then you will be given a minor degree. We will call it as a BTech in mechanical engineering, minor in computer science, or minor in artificial intelligence, minor in data science, etc. Similarly, if he completes about 20 credits other than his subject, in the same subject, then he will be given a honors degree. That is 160 plus 20, 180 credits if he is going to complete, he will get the honors degree. That's kind of a degrees we have started, and it's very popular now. The JNTU has started it, and other universities are not now going to emulate the same thing. And we have also started a parallel degree program, in the sense that, once you join that program in BTech degree, in addition to the BTech degree, you will also be getting a BBA degree, Bachelor of Business Management degree in data science. Within 3 years, you can complete that, and the credits are transferable from one part to the another, so that it becomes easy for a complete BBA degree. And half of the BBA degree, in the sense 50% will be online and 50% will be offline. So it will be easy for them to complete it. And by the end of the third year, you will be getting BBA degree in data science, and as well as once you complete the fourth year of so 2 degrees. That is what JNTUH has now implemented it. And for last year, this is going on, and in next 2 to 3 years, this entire batch will come out with the BBA degrees. These are the new developments in as per the Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University is concerned. Now we are coming up with a very big building, iconic building, because JNTU doesn't have an iconic building so far. Now we are completing that building. That building will be almost about 2 lakh square feet of area with about 6 floors, a tall building, which will remain as a very iconic building. And whenever you look at it, you remember JNTU. So all of you are invited. It sometime in January end, we are going to complete that building, and then we are going to get it inaugurated. And most of the interdisciplinary programs will be started at that place. So that is another achievement we have. As far as the sports is concerned, the new sports grounds have been started, and many other teams have been introduced into the sports, and now we are competing at a national level. Most probably, this will be completed in very short time, because we are still laying on some new courts, etc. And a swimming pool has been started, and lots of facilities have been given to the students. We are encouraging them cultural, literary activities, etc. Because I strongly feel that simply by completing your engineering and going out without any other extra skills. Because if you look at the data which is available all over the world, those engineering graduates, once they complete the program, only 30% of them are going into engineering profession, but most of them, about 70%, are looking for the different kinds of professions. So in order to give them a platform to learn more and more things other than engineering also, we are trying to help them. And that is the development in JNTU. As far as the Alumni Association is concerned, we wanted to have a global meet sometime in September, end of September. But when I was talking to Hari Ipanapalli and other friends here, they suggested that it should be better if we can have an end of November or sometime in the beginning of December. We are also going to do that. It will be a very big event for 3 days for global meet, and all of you are invited. And if you may miss some of the names, you can just write to us, and the directorate is already created, and website is also inaugurated yesterday. So 2 days back, and so please go to the website of Alumni Association of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University. Get in touch with the director of the Alumni Association in JNTU. He is the official who will be taking care of all the alumni needs, and whatever you need, just send us an email or a WhatsApp message. So we'll be immediately looking into that, and we will do all kinds of things. Coming back to this innovation kind of a thing, very happy that JNTUH Alumni Association USA venture has started, and Epinapalli explained to me last time when we met, how best they are trying to, fund and take up the different kinds of an activity, and it will be really a boon for all our students at JNTU. And in future, whatever is needed from JNTU administration, if we can put a word to me, then certainly I will look into all that, and I will try to help. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Thank you very
one
much.
more thing, if you can, yeah, Kumar, one second.
Yeah.
Sir. Sir, if you can highlight about the collaborations that you are promoting with other reputed universities around the world. For example, you mentioned about Sweden, and I'm also working on the collaboration with the New Jersey Institute of Technology, and we have one Shaman Chakravarti is planned to bring in some California university. If you can highlight that, how the program works, so that our alumni can assist us in identifying appropriate universities to collaborate.
No. Basically, you know that we have tie-up with many universities in US as well as in Europe, and we have the best program which is running for 18 years. Last 18 years is from the Sweden, the university in BTH in Sweden. We have a tie-up with them, and where the Indian students who have been admitted here after completing their BTech and passing out the entrance examination, etc. And we will select the top people, and they will be in that program. And the program will be 3.5 years in JNTU. They will complete 3.5 years here, and remaining 1.5 year in Sweden. When they complete the entire 5 years program, integrated program, they will be getting BTech degree and MTech degree from JNTU and MS degree from the Sweden. So whenever they would like to work for have the opportunity to work in Europe, they will be using the degree from Europe, and if they are coming back to India, they can be using both the degrees, BTech and MTech. So this is a very popular program and very successfully being done. And a team led by me is going to Sweden next, a couple of weeks, from 6th of September to 10th of September. We are going over there. We have MOU, and the fresh MOU is being signed with additional courses which are being introduced into that. So that we have replicated in many other places, like Australian, 2 universities from Australia have been tied up now, and we have 3 universities from US. And Haripanpalli told me that NJIT is also interested, and will certainly have this kind of a collaboration. Not only that, exchange of the teachers and exchange of the students also is possible. We will try to execute. Anything, Hari?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And also, we extended our invitation to our Honorable Vice Chancellor to join us for the next annual event sometime end of October in the USA.
Yeah,
and
I am planning to come certainly in the end of the October. For 10 days, I will be there of November 10th or so. And if possible, we will, all of us will meet either in New Jersey or in Philadelphia, wherever it is convenient. Then we will talk out what will be the next programs there. And as you suggested, in Canada also, you wanted to have the program on 5th. I will.
Yes, we're planning for November 5th in Canada.
Yeah, I will make. Certainly, I will try to visit Canada, and I will participate in that program. So I am already planning, and I have written to the government also that from the last week of October on to the 10th of November, I will be going to be here. And probably I will get the clearance, and certainly this time I am going to come. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. And sir, just
Thank you very much, sir.
Attend our Singapore launch because the comment was not able.
Yeah, I missed the Singapore.
Thank you, sir.
Government did not give me the clearance in the last moment, so we had to wait and all that.
Yes, sir. But it was a grand success, sir, with your presence.
I have to write to the secretary. Secretary has to clear that file and send it to the minister. Minister has to clear it. Sometimes it has to go to the chief minister. It takes some time. So well in advance, I have written this, and even the Sweden also. The same time I wrote, and we got permission yesterday, and now we are able to move it.
Wonderful, sir. We look forward to your presence in the US and Canada. Kumar Rani, please take it forward.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Really, we are very lucky, and we very happy that you have been associated since you came to the JNTU. We are seeing you in all important events where we are seeing. We want to see you, as Hari mentioned, We want to see
I
you
know
personally.
I must have
You can meet
disappointed all of
everybody,
you.
meet and greet in US.
Yeah, last time also I was disappointed because of some problem with my family. Somebody expired. Otherwise
Yeah.
I would have. It's
We
okay,
understand now, but we are going to celebrate third year annual thing. So, we are counting on you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, please stay and you can listen to other people's presentations and they're very interesting too. Okay. And thank you.
So there is
I invite-
one more thing. Yeah, Kumar, 1 second. One more thing our Vice Chancellor, sir, has offered on the campus. It's about 100-acre campus. We have a beautiful building called JHub, which is very similar to T-Hub. And any entrepreneurs from our side would like to have a space. And he said we can go and set up our startups there in the JHub. Thank you very much, sir, for offering that.
Thank you. Thank you. So now I invite our Suresh, Secretary, JNTU Alumni Association and Jven Director. Please take over, Suresh.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, Kumar, sir, Dr. Hari, sir, and Dr. Lisa, sir. Appreciate your time. I would like to quickly walk the first one and show us the progress that we made in Jven 2, and then we'll walk through what we are planning to do for Jven 3. So I hope you can see my screen here. Let me maximize that. Sorry, sir, I need to push it down. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Suresh, we cannot
Oh, 1 second.
see it. Please share the screen.
I thought I shared it.
Um,
All right.
you
coming
see
up.
some other document.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
You see your beautiful car.
Thank you. It's a dream car. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So this is Jven 2 progress. Unfortunately, we didn't have the Jven 1 metrics at the time, but we were able to get everything for Jven 2. And we made tremendous progress in setting our infrastructure and tracking things and also presenting it. So Jven 2 last year, we were able to get 8 startups pitched that, and with a 5.9 million requests for raise. And we have different industries: consulting, education, environmental, healthcare, and technology. We are seeing that healthcare is the major one that's coming out recently, and even in Jven 3 this year is going to be like that. Out of those 8 ones, we had 3 of them were active for 2.5 million, and another 2.3 million were interested. As Dr. Kumar sir and Dr. Hari sir mentioned, Jven is just a platform, a nonprofit platform, and we were connecting or matchmaking between entrepreneurs and VCs and angel investors. So we do not have all the data yet, and hopefully we'll get to the point of finish line. Based on the data that we have, this is what the progress for last year, which is really pretty good in terms of the activity and our VCs showing interest in the startups and the startups that we brought in for the Jven 2. Switching for Jven 3, I want to quickly show you a summary, and then we will go to the introductions of our investors in this call. Last year we had 8, and we decided this year we're going to focus more on 5 companies, and these are the 5: Code Tantra, Idea Clinics, Warren, eMed Events, and Laurie Circle. Those are the 5 companies that we have, and we have those entrepreneurs. Welcome you all. We'll have a chance to go through each one of them. And the total fundraise for this is 4.5 million of those 5 companies. And the industry is, as I said, healthcare is a primary one that's going in, and we have education and transportation as well. That said, I will stop my screen sharing and request our investors in this order: Shauman sir, Vinay sir, and Satya Garu to go through that, introduce themselves so that the team knows who you are. Shauman sir, it's yours, please. You're on mute.
Vinay Garu, can you please turn on your video, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And am I visible, audible?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Suresh. And thank you so much, Vice Chancellor, sir, and Hari, and everybody else on this call. I am Shaumin Chakraborty. I represent a fund from the Silicon Valley called Elysium Ventures. Our focus is on deep tech. We are currently about $350 million, and we are, of course, going towards almost $1 billion very soon. Our focus is on entrepreneurs in 5 verticals, mainly AI, ML, blockchain, visual collaboration, and the next generation of technologies to come. So that would be a quick intro that I can say about. Over to you, Suresh.
Thank you, Shaumin, sir. Appreciate it. Vinay, sir, if you can unmute and.
Yeah, good morning, all. This is my round 3 being in this Jven.
Thank you.
I was one of the first people to put up my hand when the first round happened. That was for GMV. I think that's beautifully invested. Second round too, I was interested, and I can see at least one familiar face in this round. I run a few companies. I currently own about 5 companies. I exited one last year. And a pleasure to be here. In fact, I'm really excited. I'm sorry I have not been as active this year as I was last year, but the decks are lovely. I mean, I'm super excited.
Great. Thank you, Vinay, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Satya, sir, if you can unmute and introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Satya. Honored to be here. And recently met Dr. Hari Garu and also spoke to Suresh Garu. So it's really wonderful to meet you all. And it's a great initiative what you've taken. So a quick introduction. So I run a venture studio and an accelerator, a fund by name Startup Crafters. So we've been there since last 30 months, and then we build startup ground up. And also we have recently launched a healthcare fund, and we are also launching a emerging tech fund. And we have about 18 portfolio startup, out of which 6 are healthcare. And we have 8 startup into generative AI, vision AI, voice AI, and the rest of them are into blockchain, fintech. So we are technology agnostic and also industry agnostic. I've gone through your decks, I'd like to listen and also look at them in some Q&A session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Satya, sir. Appreciate it. With that, we'll go through the entrepreneurs when they start presenting. I would like to kind of set the ground rules. We're going to have 20 minutes for each startup, 10 minutes for their deck presentation, and then 10 minutes for Q&A for our investors. And for investors, it's feel free to, it's 3 of you, and you kind of walk through that. There is no limit or anything, plus or minus a couple of minutes. With that said, I request entrepreneurs who are having a different schedule to log off from the session and then join into the waiting room when your time comes up. We'll give you a minute for you to drop off. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We want to kind of have one entrepreneur at a time when the presentation is happening. Okay. All right, that's said. I'll go ahead and share my screen. And the first one is going to be Code Tantra. Let me know if you see my screen. And I'm going to share it. And for the timer, actually, 1 second. Sorry, bear with me here. All right, so let me introduce you to Ramana Garu. Ramana Garu, please go ahead. And once you're ready, we'll start the timer and we'll begin.
Sure, I'm ready, Andy. Yeah, very much.
All right, go ahead, sir. It's your thing.
So do I have control over it, or you would navigate?
Yeah, just let me know and I'll walk
Sure, no issues. Done. Thank you. A very good morning to one and all. It's a great privilege to be with you here. Let me give you a brief introduction about Code Tantra and the team that's behind it. Suresh Garu, if you don't mind, can you hit control, maximize the screen? You can go back and yeah, that's enough. Thank you. You can go back to the first slide itself. I'll request you to change the slide once. Yeah. So Code Tantra was founded in the year 2014. We are one of the early edtech startups from Hyderabad who have been awarded even by our KTR Garu, IT Minister. our unique proposition is that we are first of all B2B. We are not B2C like Byju's or the academies. We work with the higher education institutions across the country, help them try to digitally transform themselves. And in that, at the end of the day, the digital adoption helps them to provide quality education to all the students whom they are catering to. That is how, with that idea, we have started CodeTantra. And we have chosen the name CodeTantra because we wanted to provide a platform that incorporate the best of the technology available to help teachers or the faculty skill students better. We all are aware of the industry academia gap when it comes to coding skills, and this is having a very big impact from the placements angle also. So that is where we are trying. We have that's how we wanted to actually solve the problem using technology. Now, sir, can you go to the next slide? Started by my colleague Ravi Shekhar and myself. We both have worked in various companies in the past before starting this company, CodeTantra. We started our career with Permati Technologies, then we went on with Party Gaming, which is also known as Party Poker, with products like Party Poker, Party Casino, which are very famous in US. And it was sold out to Betwin. Then I was a co-founder at Talent Sprint while Ravi went on to join Amazon. Then we both came back together to start this company. So in our past experience, we have that capability. We have seen actually these startup journeys early from our Pramati Technologies, venture in 2000, starting 2000, where we built beautiful products. But then for the products to actually survive, we also need amazing sales team, and many other things should fall in place for any startup to mature into a very successful company. So with that background, sir, can you take me to the next slide? Okay, today you all will be very proud and happy that the only successful edtech, profit-making edtech B2B SaaS providing company from Hyderabad and the largest client base is with us. The two with the most premier institutions, most number of premier institutions in the country, like IIT Madras, Bombay, Kanpur, Guwahati, Tirupati IIT, ISC Bangalore, VITSR, all private universities. We have more than 100 plus such universities and colleges to which are using our products and services. So can you? Great. So this is how our progress has been in the last 5 years. I should say COVID has given a flip in a way to education technology because it motivated, or it forced rather, education institutions to adopt technology. So as you can see, our growth trajectory, it has definitely taken off during COVID, and we are extremely happy to announce that we are one of those few edtech companies. Even after COVID, we are growing at the same pace and scale. So that's a very good news to share. Today we are at 17 CR, which is approximately $2 million ARR. And mind you, when I say $2 million ARR, I'm talking about India, which is a very, very price sensitive market. So in India, we are able to make this happen with an EBITDA. And this happened during 2020 December. We started turning green. Until then, even today we are bootstrapped, so it's all family and debts. That's how we propelled or sustained ourselves in this long journey from 2014. So next slide, please. Great. So just to get the attention of the investors, this is the ask we have. We want to raise at on $2.5 million, approximately 20 crores in Indian INR, and for a stake of 10% in the company. Until now, there's no previous evaluation because we're bootstrapped, and we are pegging our company's valuation at $25 million post money. The way we want to use funds primarily is product development. We are coming out with the world's first platform that will have, especially from the faculty's angle, there's so many innovations and patents that we have filed. I'll go through them and show it to you. That's where we want to invest in product and then in the sales part. And then we want to use some part to also go into new geographies. Going outside India is very important for us to bring in the dollar revenue into the company, sir. So when you look at TAM, total addressable market, we are clueless because that's huge around the globe. We are talking, if we talk about India alone, we are looking at 1,200 crores, which is approximately $144 million. That's only in the higher ed. So when you look at what we can really attain in the next 4 years, we will be able to gain a market share where we can clock revenues of $14.4 million just from higher education. We have purposely did not venture into K-12 market because when we started in 2014, we did not have the infrastructure in schools to use our platform and technologies. But today with NEP, luckily, there is a lot of awareness and push towards adopting coding as a subject even at school level in K-12. So that's where we see significant market. Once we see saturation happening in higher ed, which is when compared to K-12, very small size in terms of market size, very small, but K-12 would open up the doors and a big market for us. So next. Thank you. So what is the actual problem that we are solving? It's a known fact. When we studied, when you studied, I'm sure Vice Chancellor Garu also knows the current acute shortage of qualified faculty all across the country. It's not just our state or our city or local colleges. Across the globe, you are seeing this, especially with coding, because those who are really good at coding, they usually end up in IT sector to go to US, or they find cozy jobs, high-paying jobs. So this is the problem that we are trying to solve. So next slide, please. And how we are actually solving this, we have created a proprietary interactive teaching and learning platform, one of its kind. Today, you all are aware of Code Academy, Code School, HackerRank. There's so many practice platforms, but there is no one single platform that's used to teach. And you'll be very happy to know, Kashmir to Kanyakumari, we have so many large universities. If you look at from North, LPU, JNTU, LPU, Lowry Professional University, or Galgotias, or Jven, many colleges in Ghaziabad and Delhi. Coming down to South in Bangalore, we have a lot of colleges and universities like CRISE, CMR, Alliance, and all. They all use our platform to teach. In fact, IIIT Bangalore, very well known for its coding. There also they use our platform to teach data structures, algorithms, and things like that. So next slide, please. Yeah, thank you. So this is the ITL platform. Then we have also one more platform for assessment. This is what came out as a pivot during the COVID times. So next slide, I will try to elaborate on that. So when it comes to interactive teaching learning platform, you will be very happy to know a Hyderabad startup is the only startup in the world to have created a platform which can do evaluation of test cases for data science courses also, where you use complex, libraries like Matplotlib and all, and draw graphs. So even those kind of extreme, very difficult tasks we have solved. We were able to solve using technology. Solving or verifying a code written by a student from textual output is extremely easy. We are also able to do the graphical output. I just put a screenshot so that we can explain and show to you how the whole learning system looks like with integrated debuggers. Our unique proposition is we have integrated debuggers and simulators for all the concepts and topics that help teachers to explain topics better. So next slide, please. When it comes to assessments, we are the only ones in the world to have built a proctored assessment platform that can work at extremely low bandwidths. Can you come to the next slide, please, sir? As you can see, this is how the whole world sees proctored assessment, where you have multiple videos, right? Nearest competitor, Metal and others, they ask for 500 kbps upload link for a student, while we pass on the video at below 50 kbps, where students in rural areas also can attempt for online proctored assessments. Can you go to the next slide, please? And here, if you notice, this is the only platform in the world that has third eye technology, which means students or the examinees who are taking, and this is now being used for recruitment by many companies. So this is where we think we have a huge potential if we can go into US market and sell it to universities, or have tie-ups with large organizations like ETS, which conducts GRE TOEFL examinations, where assessments are much more secure with a third eye, where you see the second view or the side view of the students. Okay. And you see all the screen share along with the primary view. Sir, I'm done. Can you go to the next slide? Great. So coming back, I'll open up the platform for any queries or questions from the investors. This is what we are trying to ask for. I'm done, sir, with my presentation.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. And I'll open for Q&A. Shaman, sir, Vinay, sir, and Satya, sir, it's all yours.
So Ramana, thank you so much for the presentation. Help me understand, what is this technology platform? I have not been able to understand. Where is your IP? What have you built? What is the technology platform? What are its components? And how is it supposed to develop? If you could highlight this, it will help me.
Sure. Sure. Since it was a PPT based thing and being shown by
Oh.
Suresh, I could not show you some dynamic stuff. But then imagine what happens in a college or a school when you and I used to learn coding the way it is taught even now because of paucity of faculty is teachers teach the theory part, they go to the board or use PPTs, okay, and then students go to the lab. Our platform enables the same teacher to conduct the teaching directly in the lab environment. The greatest challenge there without a platform like ours is when they are trying to ask students to write some line of code, all the 60 students in the lab would have individual errors, different errors. And it's next to impossible for a single human being to go to every person and try to identify the error and try to help him resolve it. So this is where integrated debuggers with AI technology helps. So that is one niche area that or feature that we have built. Second, teachers they need simulators. They can't use static videos. The videos that we normally show for animations, they usually are recorded at a pace with one example. Whereas when it comes to programming or computer science, you have algorithms to teach. And in algorithms, you have so many different combinations or paths that will change depending on the input values that are considered. And that is where we have built those simulators which help graphs or the trees, whichever is there. Teachers can involve students to create those graphs and trees dynamically and then walk them through. Imagine multi-threading. You can actually pause a thread, show them how the code is happening in multi-threading with a simulation. So that is where we are entirely different from the online self-learning platforms like Coursera, edX with video recorded lectures. There is no immersion there. Here, the students are involved, participants, even in the videos, because they are simulators. They are not the simple static recorded videos. When it comes to assessment platform, we have patents. For example, the whole world, they do paper-based exams. After COVID, they reverted back to paper-based. So now what we have done is we have innovated there. In fact, VIT University, one of the largest in Tamil Nadu, Vellore Institute of Technology, they use our platform for all their paper-based digital on-screen evaluation. And the patent that we have filed there is question-wise evaluation. Imagine you have written 10 different answers in your booklet and you submit it. Our technology scans and you will be able to allocate each question to a different faculty. And when the faculty comes online and tries to do evaluation, they will find only those questions wherever they are distributed in the question papers. So this is the pattern used in the top universities in the world, like Purdue, Princeton, or IITs, where teacher, to maintain uniformity of scoring, they do question-wise evaluation. They don't try to evaluate the entire answer script. So this is one thing which is very innovative and no one has cracked this problem in the world as yet.
Okay.
So, yeah, actually, so it's a great presentation. Sir, you have another question, Shaman?
No, please go ahead. I'll come back.
Yeah. So your entire business is based on the partnership with the universities and engineering colleges, is it? And only in India. You don't have a direct D2C kind of a direct to students. Do they enroll? And what percentage?
No, we don't intend to go to B2C market at all. B2C market is a sure shot plan for failure. The reason being, kids till 12th have pressure from parents to crack IIT or whatever it is, right? But after 12th, you will hardly find 1 or 2% of kids who are really interested in engineering. When it comes to engineering college, they like to explore that freedom and enjoy their life. That is the reason in the higher education segment, no company which is in B2C will ever succeed. They are not succeeding. They will not succeed also because of this reason. Second, who are the ones who actually need our platform? It is educational institutions to automate, to improve their outcomes and bridge the gaps. And that is the reason we are only with B2B and not B2C.
And it's all only India centric only currently, right?
Currently, because we tried to venture into Middle East, but it was very costly. And that's the reason we want to raise funds. Till now, we have been bootstrapped and we are, from the last few years, we made sure it is in green, Now that we turn profitable, we don't want to burn excessively by going out without proper funding. We don't want to again go back to the previous situation. I think you understand, right? Being an entrepreneur, it's very tough we would like to progress from here. Yes. That's the reason we are asking for funds to venture out from the country.
Yeah, who are your competitors actually in this area?
We don't have a competition here in this field. The reason being, this product, which is an interactive teaching learning platform in the whole country, no college uses a platform to teach except ours. Whoever is using, so that is the uniqueness of our product. No one has built a teaching product. They all built self-learning products like Code Academy, Code School. They all want B2C. They don't want B2B. B2B is very difficult to sustain, to provide service and support to the faculty. It's extremely difficult, which we excel.
I see. So, yeah, I mean, I'm still not.
Technically, I will give you one word. SaaS platform, you can never ever perform hyper localization, which we were able to because of our sound technology experience. Can you imagine every college and university you have to customize? Can you imagine customizing a SaaS platform and growing, making it customizable everywhere? How robust should the architecture be such that these customizations in every college and university does not affect or impact the other? You can't have different versions of software there. That is where you need very sound architecture and engineering for the design of the platform that can enable this. If I come to US and work with a university, it will be hyper localized for them. SaaS platform, imagine. Yeah, that's
So
not
the
easy.
advantage is a business. I mean, so what is the main advantage of making it completely localization, and what is the business side or revenue?
Process, correct. The thing is, they all are, you know, every college university has their own processes. So you need to customize for that. You can't have a standard off the shelf. They won't buy off the shelf product.
Understand. Okay, I'm done with my questions. Sir, anybody else?
Vinay, sir?
Hey, wonderful presentation.
you.
Let me make a statement right up front. I may be conflicted because I'm already dealing with another company in a similar space.
Very good, sir.
But a very interesting presentation. Now, just a few questions. So when you say you have got about 90 plus clients, all of them are paying clients?
All are paying clients, including IT Madras and Bombay. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. That's a breakthrough which is extremely critical.
Yes, sir.
What is the business model? So is it a per month, per institution, or is it a per user basis, or what's the model there?
Yeah. So there are two different product lines. One is the course, the platform that we sell for teaching, and that is usually paid from a semester angle. So when the course is used in a semester to teach, please imagine this is not a extra course they are providing like Coursera. They teach their own academic curriculum courses using our platform. So it is usually subscription based, but they pay semester wise. When it comes to assessment, it is per assessment, digitization and the services, the whole EMS, examination management platform, what we call. So it has scheduling, a lot of things, a lot of components, and it is per user, but then per test, per assessment based.
Understood. Okay, wonderful. What's your current investment? You said you put in equity as well as debt. What would that be today?
Approximately today it stands at, after all the clearance that we have, we still have around 6 to 7 CR.
Okay, and that's your, what should I say?
I mean,
because you're
we have
this is all
invested
your
more than,
investment.
correct. Okay, yeah, from family as well as from institutions, banking institutions. We have spent, I mean, we have put in more than 15 CR, but then we cleared some of it, and we are now with 7 CR around leftover to be cleared.
And the last one, I did not see, or maybe I missed something.
Yeah.
So this investment that we make for about 20 CR now, where does it take you in the next, let's say, 3 years? Do you have a...
Yeah. So today, the market being such that edtech companies are not, they're seen as touch me nots because of the market environment. They don't really see whether we are B2C or B2B. Edtech is enough to put us off. So we have an internal target, even without fundraise, to from 17 CR to make it 30 CR in the next March. By next March, we should be clocking 30 CR. Okay, that's our internal target without funding. If funding comes, we can expedite the growth and make it to 50 CR, because we want to go to 100 CR as soon as possible to go in for an IPO.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Comment, sir?
So, time for one more question.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
So, so your the whole technology and platform is just meant for the institution and the academic training only. So it's not self-learning. So it cannot be tomorrow. Suppose some strategic direction changes. Suppose somebody invests and then comes on board. So if you, I mean, if you're asked to look at B2C model, so would you be? Is the platform capable of handling that kind of a request, or
sure,
is it restricted to only institutions?
No. It is very much capable, but they should be able to convince us that they can actually sell a B2C product in educational segment and make money.
So what is
So
what is
that's up to
just
them. But
top two reasons why not B2C? Just
give me one example of a B2C company that's successful in EdTech.
Edureka.
One company.
Edureka, Lovely in Bhatia, and he has got an exit for 245 crores, and he was doing about 85 crores. And started in 2014, and they've got an exit by Kalapati, some Chennai-based group. They acquired them for 245 crores. Am I audible? Am I frozen?
Hey, yo. Ramana sir.
Ramana, are you froze?
Yeah, looks like he lost a connection and frozen.
Oh, sorry. We'll keep that offline if need be, sir.
Ramana, can you
log off and log in again?
yeah.
So what we can do in the interest of the time, let's have the interested investors can follow up with Ramana and team.
Yes.
So let's Suresh move on with the next company. Thank you, investors, for drilling the Code Tantra. So let's move forward.
Thank you, sir. Kumar sir, do you want to let in Dr. Sham sir into the if he's already there?
Yeah,
Sham sir, are you there?
He's there actually.
Okay.
And I pinged him, and he's available right there.
Perfect. Okay, so let me share my screen again. Give me 1 second here. I need to reset the.
So before you go, Suresh, if you can ask for the previous company, any of the investors interested, we can set them follow-up meetings with them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry, I got disconnected. I think I should exit, right, Mr. Suresh?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'll come.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
So, Shaman sir, Vinay sir, and Satya sir, which interest.
We could have another round of discussion with them to understand the technology.
Okay. I'll set up a deep dive call with them.
Yeah, I'm conflicted on this, so definitely I'm not going to say yes.
Okay, cool. Shaman sir. Satya sir?
Maybe one call to take it to next discussion.
Okay, cool. We'll arrange it. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right, so now let's move to Idea Connect. Let me reset the times. And Sham sir, are you ready? We have a 9-minute.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can. So we have a 9-minute setup, and there will be a beep that comes in. It's just a 1-minute warning. Whenever you're ready, I'll go ahead and start it. I'll do the slides. Let me know when to move. Okay. Thank you. Okay, all yours.
Suresh, is the screen is the max screen now, or you may want to max it?
Max,
Yeah.
max, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Suresh, otherwise you can press Command L if you're using Mac.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Command L.
Thank you all. Thank you, Andy. I'm Dr. Sham. I'm basically from Hyderabad, and beside me is Dr. Bhavani. She's my wife.
Good evening.
And Mr. Chandrasekhar is an engineer who joined is a strategic advisor. He's in the group. So thank you for asking us to pitch. Idea Clinics, the acronym stands for Institute of Diabetes, Endocrinology and Adiposity. Adiposity is obesity. So we are a pan-India enterprise. We are trying to raise 1 million funds towards endocrine clinic chain. Next slide, please. So basically, it's a big vision we have. We want to serve 10 million patients with multiple centers, which is a profitable revenue generating enterprise. Idea Clinics, we are trying to provide diabetes care across India through an innovative home-based approach, preventing end organ damage, reducing hospitalizations, and saving lives. So this is our big vision. In fact, all stakeholders, if you look at health sector, patients are the biggest stakeholders. They get benefited. There's a big employment for healthcare, and then investors, and finally the nation gets benefited if we have a preventive healthcare. Next slide. So before I go any further, let me explain, because most of you are from engineering background, what endocrinology is. Endocrinology is a specialty. We deal with preventive health and hormonal health. So our 50% of workload is towards advanced diabetes care, preventing complications. We also deal with obesity, preventive heart care, preventing strokes, blood pressures, and all that, and also hormonal health. For example, PCOS, it's extremely common amongst Indian women, and thyroid is another disorder which is 4 times more common amongst Indians compared to Caucasians. So we deal with endocrinology as a specialty. 80% of healthcare needs outside the hospital setting can come under this specialty. Next slide. So our unique selling product is what we call complete diabetes care at home. So this is where we are trying to build. Diabetes, as most of you know, is the biggest reason for heart diseases, biggest reason for strokes, paralysis, kidney failures, blindness, and lower limb amputations. So we are trying to, if you see what is happening right now, is most patients, they postpone their visit to hospitals because it's a preventive care. They are into this tomorrow thinking mindset. They want to, get it done next week, next month. They are all into this behavior. So finally, they wait until they end up with complications, and after they have complications, they end up in hospitals. That is the reality. So we are trying to address this by proactively taking healthcare to patients' home. Next slide. So what, as I was telling again, the biggest reason for visual loss, heart strokes, and kidney failures is diabetes. So we have served around 500 patients in the last few months. So what happens is when patient makes a request, our team will go visit patients at their homes, provide complete care what you would get in a hospital. They check their blood pressures, height, weight. We do end organ damage screening, we do retinal screen, we do foot screening, we do blood tests, and then we arrange a video consultation with endocrinologists and dietary consultations, and we deliver medicine at home. By doing this, we are helping patients from having to make visits to hospitals, parking, travel, inconvenience. So we leverage technology to execute all this. So next slide. So basically, we did it in Hyderabad. It comes under 3-step process. So in India, people are doctor-centric. So we get top doctors, top endocrinologists from each city. In Hyderabad, we got some of the top doctors into the group. And then using them, using their clinics, we have executed complete home care outside the clinic. So all of Hyderabad, we have this aggregator model. We invested in technologies, and then we now serve our population within Hyderabad. We also have something called remote care for people in villages and towns. Unfortunately, in India, most of the doctors, specialist doctors, they live in cities. We don't serve our villages and towns, and they have to make a lot of arrangement to visit cities. So we provided remote care. We also have launched NRI care because most of the children are living abroad now, and their aging population, when they travel abroad, the most most difficult thing for them is it's not the travel, it's not the cost. The worry that what if they become sick when they are abroad. That's the biggest concern most of the elderly population. In fact, 10% of our population right now in cities are more than 60. So next slide. So in our endocrine clinic chain, patients have a choice. They can visit, if they want a human touch with a doctor, they can come and visit any of our clinics. So some people would want to do that. Again, if they want our team to visit them, we have preventive care. So we also have what I was talking about, diabetes care at home. And we also are launching something called illness care. If you see right now, if somebody has an illness, whether it's a small fever or they have to, it's very difficult for them to visit a hospital. Nowadays, going to hospital has become like going to a prison. So we provide that proactive care at home. And we also have launched remote care, which is through teleconsults and home delivery of medicines. Incidentally, we are one of the biggest endocrine clinic chain. Some of the people are professors from Usmania, HODs are part of the group. One of the elderly man is the present chairman of Arogyasri. So we have 5 or 6 professors in the group. So we are an academic professional organization. Next slide. So let's step back and understand what we are trying to do in Idea Clinics. If you look at human life, quantitatively and qualitatively, in some families, some of them are dying prematurely in their 40s, 50s, 60s. So quantitatively, we should keep our population healthy. Though our life expectancy is improving, it's still a decade lesser than a Caucasian. And again, in India particularly, we are heavily dependent on hospitals. None of us would want to sleep in a hospital bed, but unfortunately, we don't have a robust preventive health care in India. People are waiting for damage to happen and then they are ending up with hospital. And third component is Indian healthcare is extremely fragmented. What happens in Mumbai, Chennai doesn't know. What happens in Kolkata, Bangalore doesn't know. We behave as if we are 10 different countries. India should have a single database. India is full of data. So what we have built is preventive hybrid healthcare. Hybrid healthcare, we are replacing hospitals with technology. Hospital is nothing but real estate. So we are replacing real estate with technologies. We are aligning the top doctors across the country, 2 or 3 doctors from each city. We believe healthcare should be outside hospitals. Hospitals should be limited for emergencies and major surgeries. Rest of the care should happen outside hospital. This is the futuristic care, whether it's over phone, at home, or nearby neighborhood clinic. And we are integrating healthcare with a single database. Next slide. So our priority is we are an endocrine clinic chain. We are a health tech and services provider. So we have invested into our technology. We have a electronic health record, which is very, we have 100,000 patient database now. We are building our own app with symptom checker, with AI enabled, something like Health Uber. We are connecting nurses and MBBS doctors to patients in their locality. We also are building insulin titrator tool. This is a unique model none of the providers have right now. Most patients who are on insulin, they don't know how to adjust their dose. They end up with a low sugar and high sugar and end up into hospital bed. We are trying to build a lot of technology. Next slide. And healthcare is not just some commercial entity or a business. We are actively involved in academics, research, and a lot of conferences. In fact, last week we got funded by ICMR 1.5 crores. We are doing a study with Professor Sarang Dev, Deputy Dean of ISB, Chairman LV Prasad Eye Institute, which is one of the premium institute, and ourselves. What LV Prasad feels is people are coming to them after they lose their vision, after they have accident to the eye. So they say their job is to prevent people from getting into blindness. So we are doing this study looking at referral pathway using AI technologies. We have retinal cameras which are AI enabled, which can pick up retinopathy and other pathologies. Next slide. So I apologize for the clumsiness of this slide, but we are now EBITDA positive marginally. Our revenues are less than $1 million. But what our journey so far, when we started as a umbrella organization, but during COVID, we understood that technology is the future. Real estate, hospitals have to replace by, we invested heavily in technology. And since then, we started scaling. Our operations became very easy. And now we are generating a revenue of less than $1 million. We are EBITDA positive. We are trying to raise funds to demonstrate what we did in Hyderabad in rest of the major cities in India. The fundraise is to scale the project. Next slide. So because it's an Indian concept, I have put in crores. So we are trying with, this is a pitch for 2 million, but though we are raising 1 million now. So with 2 million fundraise, we expect our organic revenue to go to 20 crores. We generate $500,000, which is 3 crores through partner clinic. And our home health and diabetes care at home may generate $1 million each. So our revenues will be from existing clinics, from home care, from diabetes care at home, and through partner clinics. We expect after fundraise, our revenues would go to 11 crores from 7 crores now, 6 to 7 crores now within a year, and 36 crores by end of 2 years. Next slide.
Please wrap it up, sir.
Yeah. So last slide. So it's a beginning of a big project. It's a pan-India project. So we expect this is a futuristic healthcare provider, keeping our society healthy. Next slide. So we are on a mission to help people live their full potential of health. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. So for Q&A, we have 10 minutes. Let's start with Vinay, sir, just to give the option. So Vinay, sir, go ahead, sir, please.
Suresh, you're deliberately choosing me. I'm honestly, I'm super excited. Dr. Shyam, wonderful. Congratulations. Just as a background, I set up Apollo Clinics. So when Apollo Clinics was happening, I'm the guy who started. So I was the general manager at that point of time in Apollo. So I took it from about 10 clinics to about 100 clinics before I quit. So I acutely understand that model. Yesterday night, I tried to download the app. For some reason, it was not downloading, so I could not use the app. But I thought I would try and tell you about that. I'm excited. I'm interested. I need to know more, but at this point of time, I will just stop with a couple of questions, and maybe we'll have a offline discussion for the rest. Is yours an owned model or a rented model or a franchise model? What is it?
Let me get Bhavani yeah.
Can I answer that? So this is a unique model. It is not franchise. And what we do is more like, the partner doctors, they operate their own clinic with, we have revenue integration and single database. The partner doctors operate their own clinic.
Okay, so it's like a, okay, we'll talk about that later. I got some idea. Yeah. In fact, that was my next question, to say, what are partner clinics? But I think you have explained that partly now.
Yeah.
I also saw that now you have got 2 streams of revenue, one coming from consults and one coming from pharmacy.
We have 3 streams of revenues. One is consultation, one is lab revenues, and the other is the pharmacy revenue.
Okay, got it. In your presentation, you had only shown 2. Okay, so obviously your pharmacy is making profit, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so are you still making losses on your consult plus lab side?
Lab and pharmacy is profitable. Consultation, just about positive right now in 22-23.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
And what's your current level of investment?
Sorry?
What's your current level of investment?
Oh, current level of investment. We have investment from family and friends, actually, up to the about 5.5 to 6 crores.
Okay. Thank you so much. I would like to talk to you in the next round. But yes,
thank you, sir. I will make a deep dive one. Dr. Hari sir also would like to participate in this one. So let me give an option to Dr. Hari sir. So go ahead. Hari sir, you're on.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I'm filling in for one of the investors who could not join in. Ashok Chittuprolu, he had some emergency. So yeah, definitely it's a excellent need of the hour for a country like India, which is a diabetic headquarters, and preventive care is the way to go. I think you track that, and there are several people trying to do the similar business, I think, but you are ahead of some of them I personally know of. So very much interested to follow up. I'll be here in Hyderabad for the next 1 week, sir. So if there's a possibility, I would like to meet you in person. So more importantly, in addition to the remote patient care, that's where I think there is a need for the tier 2, tier 3 cities. Coming to tier 1 cities has become very expensive for the rural India. So if you can penetrate into that market, and I would like to learn more from you now, what is the plan for that to go into those masses, and how do you use technology to reach out to those patients who cannot be cannot afford to come to the major cities for their preventive care or for treatments?
Right now, what we are doing is obviously, because we didn't have physical presence in villages, we do a remote consultation. The prescription goes through WhatsApp instantly, and then the medicines will be delivered. That is being done right now. But I think once fundraise, we can put health kiosks, we can have local leadership. We can have a franchise model in villages rather than we physically putting centers. We can align with some of the communities there. We can provide remote care remotely through technology. Now, electronic health record is taking care of prescriptions, and delivery of medicine is happening internally through you know.
So Dr. Chandrasekhar, if I may add into the question.
Yeah.
So, please go ahead.
Yeah. So, Doctor, I'm Chandrasekhar. I'm advisor with Dr. Sham. Have been associated him with for the last 10, 11 years. My background is basically from IIT-IIM, and we've been trying to solve this problem. And I think what we've been really trying to do is to answer to your question of how the technology can be remote. We've done in the pilot of how we could replicate this model, because first we were not very sure of how the whole thing will work. But especially we took Hyderabad as a catchment area, and we've been able to solve this problem of how you're able to keep the home care at home. And that's primarily aimed at not just diabetes general care, but also looking towards the preventive healthcare. And that's how the model has become what we call repeatable and reproducible. And the idea is to take it to as many nodes as possible across India. And we also done some benchmarking of where it could go globally. Probably Middle East looks to be a natural destination because of the genetic framework out there, and probably to Southeast Asia.
Yep.
So then I have one more follow-up question, then I'll leave my time to my fellow investors. Sure. So in terms of payer market here, like is the self-pay, or you are tying up with insurance providers so that you could expand your market and have a guaranteed patient population to generate those revenues? Any progress in tying up with the various providers?
Doctor, you may take and then I'll follow up. Doctor, you may answer insurance. Yeah.
Okay. So right now, the market in India, the insurance market is limited to the inpatients in India. So right now, everybody pays from their pocket, but we do have sort of a tie-up. There are 2 insurance companies who are ready to tie up with us in the future, in the sense to start off as a pilot study and then see how it goes. Because right now, it's only inpatient based. There is no outpatient insurance for outpatient clinics at all in India.
Yeah. And if I may add, Dr. Hari, what we see is that today the insurance companies in India are only restricted to when you are admitted to the hospital. So even in most of the OPD cases, all that you get is a little tax benefit. But on the whole, what we have seen that as the model scales up, the cost of affordability comes in, which means today we are looking at an average of around 2,300 rupees per patient annually. But over the period when the technology builds in and the scale builds up, this cost is actually on a reducing curve once the scalability comes in, especially with technology working seamlessly. And we have seen that how the model kicks in.
Thank you, Hari sir. Satya sir, please go ahead. And
I have a question about the technology, actually, how we are leveraging the technology. And Can you please explain the technology stack, please?
Right. So, Dr. Bawari, probably I'll go.
Technology stack, as in, I won't be able to tell you about all the technical background of it.
Yeah, not necessarily technical. I'm talking about broadly, what does the app do and how do you actually propagate? How do you reach out? Broadly about the functionality.
Yeah, sure. So technology, when it comes to technology, as Dr. Sham has explained, we have an electronic health record, which is actually very much tied up to the app that we are building right now, which will be soon be there. So what it does is it helps in patients to book their appointment, to order lab tests, to order pharmacy, to deliver medicines at home, to have preventive packages, and to see their prescriptions. And then it also has, you can book an MBBS doctor going home, and a nurse going home. All the home visits can be done on that. Teleconsults can be done on the app. So all these features would be there in the app.
Yeah. And from an application, Mrs. Satya, I can just say that from a personal experience, when I was COVID positive, what I had done was I had booked first a COVID test on the app, and then, the doctor consultation via video with Dr. Perlin, who is one of their doctors, and also with Dr. Sham. And then the medicines were also delivered, including my blood test, that a guy could come and take the blood and give me the reports online over a WhatsApp and on the app. So yes, there is no doubt a bit of integration that they are integrating with the EHR and everything, but I think the basic functionality works.
No, my fundamental question is, I'm trying to understand the USP, because see, there are Practos, there's so many teleconsultation, telehealth apps are there, okay, all over the world. And when it comes to this home-based health hub, this kind of a thing, which is actually Meena Ganeshan, Portia, they have, and Call Health, Mahindra Call Health, and also Dabur Healthcare. I mean, they also tied up with a healthcare at home, a UK-based company. It's very infrastructure heavy, and also like if you're going that way, or if you're just partnering with other doctors and healthcare providers, then the major chunk of the revenue goes to them. Basically, the money itself is not there. I think because the main challenge will be in my point of view, I could be wrong. I want to be wrong also. So your challenge will be actually in the marketing and the outreach first, and your clear value proposition is not coming out. And because if you look at those players like Mahindra Call Health or Portia, Meena Ganeshan, they've got very successful track record of entrepreneurs. You know them actually, Tutor Vista to their all exits, and they sold Tutor Vista for $950 million, almost close to $1 billion. So they themselves are actually investing heavily into these Maruti vans and transportation and people, nursing staff. It's going to be like huge operational nightmare, and it requires a lot of billions of dollars actually funding. It's going to be not easy, because your major revenue will go to doctor, right? And you are facilitating all this, and the customer doesn't have much money to pay you actually, right? Because there are practices already established, they raise tons of money. So you need to establish in the market means you need to have, excellent USP and a lot of money to pump in to create a brand for yourselves.
Right.
In fact, I understand. I fully agree with you. Professor Sarangdev, who is our operational advisor, is on. He represents Portia in some form. So our model is different. We are not serving people. We are connecting local. It's like Uber of health. We are not. We are connecting the nearest elderly man with the nearest nurse or doctor. So our revenue is not from that consult. Our revenue is we capture the data because we have made it chat GPT enabled. We connect to the nearest care provider with the patient. And our revenue sources will be on a later day once we capture the data. So we don't hire staff, nurses, and all that. We understand the nitty-gritties of providing.
Correct. Even if you don't hire, but the revenue what you generate is actually going towards the doctor or diagnostic center, those who have infrastructure, and then you only doing like more like a lead generation, and the revenue projection should be very, very little actually, because either we are not doing any core treatment, nor you have a formula to actually what do you say, the reduce of risk of diabetes, right? I mean, what I like is you're focused on endocrinology and
Correct.
diabetes. You understand?
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
out there players with, I mean, like Practos and others. They're doing everything, and they have solid presence. In fact, I mean, they're brand X, so everybody by default to create that kind of presence, you need a ton of money to invest to create such kind of brand actually, and also with only and your presentation says that because it's not painful diabetes, they prolong it actually, they push it as much as possible, right? They want to do it, they just, I mean, prolong unless there is it hits them very badly, right? So your focus should be on education more. Then, right, once they realize, they have many avenues, they don't need to necessarily come to idea, right? So your focus should be on
Sorry to
the
interrupt you, sir. Sorry to interrupt you. I think if you don't mind, we can have a deep dive session. It looks like we already have interest from Vinay sir and Hari sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, interest, and sorry, I apologize for that. Shaman sir, one quick question, sir, and if you have interest also, we can have a deep dive and make it a free-flowing time. Shaman sir, if you have a question.
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Sham. It's a wonderful presentation, a great project. Really happy to see that. But we are more of a technology investor. I could not clearly understand what is the technology piece here. I can understand from the retinal cameras and other kind of things that you're going to use for retinopathy and stuff, but I'm not clear on what is the technology stack and how it could be IPA at the present moment. But happy to look into it and understand more in the future.
Thank you, sir. I think in the deep dive,
one helpful thing I'd like to tell you, Dr. Shah. So we have a suite of healthcare products. You're talking about, I mean, the connecting doctors or deliveries or Ubers and everything. We have ready-made tools. In fact, we've already done it for US. So we can repurpose and we can give you, if you want, I mean, you can just reach out to me. And and Dr. Hari will share my details. And then we can help you launch maybe 3-4 weeks time. If you want really technology, we are there for you.
That would be great.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sham sir, we'll set up a deep dive call, and Satya sir will make sure we have you there as well. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sham sir, if you don't mind to leave, and then we'll have the next session. Kumar sir, we have Varun Keshav sir on the call.
Yes.
Okay, Keshav sir, there. Let me share my screen. Okay. I'm just going to set the timer for a second. Yeah. So, Keshav sir, we have 9 minutes warning, and then you have total 10 minutes, and your time starts now. Please go ahead.
Sure. Hello, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening around the globe. I'm Dr. Keshav Vadlamani. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Varan Nutrition. First, I would like to thank Dr. Hari Appanapalli, Kumar Rani, Suresh Chapidi, and the JNTU team for their continued advocacy and support for our program. Next slide, please. At Varan Nutrition, we are dedicated to create breakthrough nutrition solutions to meet unique nutritional needs of the consumers and help them lead healthy lives. Next slide, please. I'm here with my close friend and co-founder, Dr. Nagendra Rangavajula, to share with you about our new innovation. Nagendra, please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, good morning. My name is Nagendra. It's been a privilege to have known Keshav for the last 3 decades and work with him. I bring in 25, 30 years of experience in nutritional companies, including Abbott, Mead Johnson, Nestle, in creating products for not only diabetes, but variety of nutritional therapeutic purposes. Thank you. Keshav, back to you.
Thank you, Nagendra. Together, we bring passion, dedication, and commitment to our mission at Varan Nutrition. Next slide, please. Today, we are here to seek $500,000 seed funding for 10% equity for our breakthrough, innovative nutrition product to treat diabetes. These funds will be utilized for large-scale clinical studies, scale-up and commercialization activities. Now, I would like to share more about our product, our business plan, and commercialization plan. Next slide, please. Glycemic health is near and dear to our hearts and is our focus. Diabetes is one of the growing health concerns around the world. Approximately 1/3 of the US population is considered diabetic and pre-diabetic, and ranks 3rd in the world. Today's treatment solutions in the marketplace try to help manage the diabetic conditions and require long-term care. Moreover, they can be expensive and have undesirable side effects. More and more people are looking for natural and alternate ways to manage their diabetic conditions. Next slide, please. Now, allow me to introduce our breakthrough innovative product, A1C 5.6 Vital Beverage Mix, specially designed for diabetics to help manage their healthy blood sugar levels and A1C. This product is a powdered mix made with food ingredients that are safe to consume. The mix is to be mixed with 8-ounce water and consumed either 30 to 60 minutes, either before or after the meal. And this product comes in bulk format, 500 grams in sachet or canister and pouch format, and single-serve sachet format for convenience purpose. Next slide, please. So there are many reasons why one should use our product compared to when there are many other solutions available in the marketplace. First and foremost, our product helps with better blood sugar absorption and also improves your insulin function. Our product is better and more reliable than any other product I have tested in the marketplace, and also compared to any other medicine in the literature. Secondly, our product has a very sustained benefit of maintaining low blood sugar levels, even after discontinuation of our products. So none of the other products in the marketplace do that. Thirdly, our product doesn't have any side effects compared to other medicines. And we also wanted to make it as fun as drinking Gatorade, our product, so that you don't feel that you are taking a medicine. Finally, our product is formulated with proprietary and clinically proven ingredients. Next slide, please. Further supporting our consideration for our products, I would like to review our case study results. These are the 2 studies we have done with the 2 volunteers, which includes myself, and another volunteer called Mahendra. And we are both mild and advanced diabetic. We have a diabetic condition. And we are happy to report that in both, our product performed extremely well in our both studies. Within 3 weeks of using our products, we were able to see improvement in our fasting blood sugar, as well as we have a blood sugar levels more consistent, more uniform during that time. We achieved 30% reduction in fasting blood sugar levels within 4 weeks of the use of the product. And more importantly, we were able to reduce 25% of the insulin usage for our volunteers. So that's a huge benefit. And in the long run, we think we can completely eliminate the usage of insulin for him. And last but not least, the product, I was able to sustain the benefits of low blood sugar levels, even after discontinuation of consuming this product for the 2 months. So this is a huge benefit that is not offered by any other product in the marketplace. Technically, I'm off the medication for the last 7 months. That's I have been using metformin for 7 years now. I don't use metformin anymore. Next slide, please. Suresh, can you play that video, please? Now we will hear from our volunteer, Mahendra, sir.
Hello, my name is Mahendra, and I'm a diabetic. Every day has been a struggle for me to control my sugar levels and all the side effects that I have experienced with the medications. Now, I use Vital beverage mix from Viran Nutritional every day. I must say that within 3 weeks, my sugar levels were all well under control. Through the help of Dr. Keshav and his guidance, I'm feeling so great and happy about this process. Thank you, Viran Nutrition, for this amazing product and improving the quality of my life. I highly recommend that you try this product and be as successful as I have been. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Mahendra is great to work with, and to add to his comments, now Mahendra has more energy and from using our product, and he was able to do his regular walks. I have never seen any happy customer than Mahendra when I talk to him about our product. And we are looking for more volunteers like Mahendra. Having tested our product with 55 to 80-year-old consumer individuals, we strongly feel that confident that we could use our product across age groups. Now I would like to share the market size and business opportunity for our product. We are looking at US market for the first 2 to 3 years, and we have about approximately 100 million consumers, general population that are pre-diabetic and diabetic. And our customers, we expect them to use at least our product for 6 months. And our market size for our product can be anywhere from 100 million to 500 million, depending on the consumer acquisition rate. Next slide, please. These are the revenue projections, very conservative projections for our company. And as consumers adapt natural solutions, we think we could be a $100 million company over a 7-year period. Next slide, please. Now I'd like to give you an overview of the business plan. Initially, we plan to launch this product through our e-commerce platform, through our website, followed with retail distribution and pharmacy distribution, club stores and pharmacies. This is supported by marketing, digital marketing, word of mouth, and doctor referrals. Next slide, please. And finally, this is our timeline for commercialization of our product. And initially, we want to do a test launch of many small quantities in the fourth quarter of this year to learn more about our product and consumer. And we plan to do large clinical studies in early next year. And we plan to be fully commercial in second half of 2024. In summary, we have a very innovative, breakthrough innovative product called Vital Beverage Mix that is unique, that is unique and has sustained benefits to treat diabetes. We are seeking $500,000 seed funding for 10% equity. I hope you all join us and support our mission in making a healthier planet. Thank you.
Thank you, Keshav, sir. Let's go ahead and start the thing. Sharman, sir, since you did not get the chance before, if you can just go ahead and unmute and have any questions for Keshav, sir.
Thank you so much for the presentation, Mr. Keshav. I think, what are the technology components in what you're trying to offer? Or is it purely a nutritional kind of product? We are essentially a technology investor, so we'd like to have a look at technology piece behind this. So can you just elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. It's not a technology-oriented product. It's more of a nutritional proprietary food ingredients that we combine together to give you that benefit.
Oh, that fine. That's fine. No problem. Please, I'll hand it over to my next colleagues here, Satya and
Oh, thank you, sir. Satya, sir, go ahead.
I think you can actually have very good, partnerships and channels and everything, and also have the e-commerce presence and make it as a D2C brand. And that's going to be a great thing. Yeah, I really appreciate this, much needed. I think there's a huge market. So I'd love to definitely talk to you on offline, because we've got huge pharmacy network, and because we've got in the US, we built pharmacy devices, pharmacy vending machines, and so on. So I'd like to definitely talk to you, and maybe I could connect you with a lot of pharmacy chains and networks, so you can push your product. And also, if you want clinical trials, we've got, within the network, we've got those organizations also. Looks like you're in the US, so we'll definitely touch base.
Thank you.
It's a product and great presentation.
Vinay, sir?
So I'm not unfamiliar to Keshav, so we are on the same terrain. Keshav, we discussed this in the last few months, but I think there's a brilliant pivot. I think this is going to put you on the path to success compared to where you were before. So I'm very encouraged with that. Our offer still stands, so please let us know how we can work together on that. But definitely both on the commercialization as well as in the clinical trials, we have an offer. So happy to take it forward.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinay, sir. Dr. Hari, sir?
Yes, it's a wonderful initiation. I really love it. So this is the magic potion the world needs. I think you synthesized it. Now, the clinical trials, that I have one question. Does it require a full-fledged phase 1 to phase 3 and then FDA approvals, or what? Can you elaborate on that, Keshav?
Yes, so we are. I don't think if we don't need FDA unless we are making health claims. We need FDA claims. Typically, we wanted to do a clinical studies, make sure that we are delivering the benefit. If we're going to eventually, we will file the FDA claim, for that purposes. So phase 1, phase 2. It is going to be a structure function claim. We are not selling it as a drug. That's not our intent. We're going to use it as a food product. So that's the plan, is to make sure that we wanted to have a large number of people consuming this product, make sure that we are seeing the same benefit across the board. That's the main intention of this running the clinical trials. Nagendra, do you have a comment?
Do I have more of a?
Yeah, I agree with Keshav that it's not I agree with Keshav that there is no need for phase 1, phase 2, because it's not, as he said, API or pharmaceutical. But the reason for clinical is to provide strong substantiation. As such, this product is marketable because it's everything is in it is food ingredients. So from a marketing standpoint, it can still be marketed. But the reason for clinical is to get a well-substantiated claim, so we can have a better messaging around it.
It will be more of a food supplement, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's food and food supplement. It falls under food and food supplement. It's
Okay,
mostly
great.
food. I would say. Yeah.
Thank you, Keshav, and we'll have a follow-up conversation with you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely. I'd like to follow up with you, Keshav.
That's great. Thank you so much. So we have Satya, Vinay, sir, Dr. Hari, sir, for follow-up. Thank you so much. We'll set up the deep dive. Thank you, Keshav, sir. You can drop off. Yeah. All right. So how are we doing? All good? Sorry, we're just kind of running through the things. Need any break?
You're doing good, actually.
Good, cool. Okay.
2 more
So,
to go.
no, I'm
Friday
good.
morning.
Yep. Cool. All right, so now we have our other one, EMS, Priya Garu, and please go ahead, Priya, ma'am. I'll have your screen, so let me share my screen. Okay, let me start the timer as well. Bear with me here. So you have a 9-minute warning, a beep comes up, and then after that you have 1 minute. So your time starts now. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. Good morning and good evening, everybody. We are very happy and pleased to present in front of JNTU family. I'm Priya Korapari. I'm the CEO and founder of eMed Events. I have Shreya Gupta, my finance manager. eMed Events, we are the global medical education marketplace. We are serving 168 countries so far. And now we are Harvard Innovation Lab startup. And we are a Delaware incorporated company, and we are headquartered in New Jersey. Next slide, please. So today our fund ask is 1 million. We are raising bridge round of 4 million. We already closed 3 million. And so it left with 1 million. And we have a lead investor, C2B Capital from Atlanta, Georgia. Next slide, please. So problem, what is the problem we are solving here? It all started with a dining table conversation. I have 9 physicians in my family. I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm a veterinarian. And then I did master's in computer science. I went to Harvard, did master's in management. I recently received my PhD in AI/ML. So in this journey, my brother Vamsi, he was looking for CME. CME is continuing medical education, without which physicians cannot practice. Not only physicians, nurses, dentists, and all other healthcare professionals. The problem they have is Harvard is not going to talk to Stanford, Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic. So there is no one place for them to discover CME. Not only that, when the state licensure audit happens, the certificates are all over. There is no one place to store. Especially hospitalists, they have given $1,000 to $5,000 a month as a CME allowance. Normally, it's like they don't have time to redeem that. And also, private practitioners, if you see them, they combine CME with the getaway family time, and there is no place to tell them where to go. So these are all the problems the CME the HCPs are facing. HCP means healthcare professional. Let's talk about the provider side of the problem. The CME providers are hospitals, pharma companies, medical device companies, and associations, so on. This is also mandatory. With the new research coming in, new innovations, technology, they have to provide CME. And what is the problem? The problem is hospitals, their main revenue channel is the patients. Pharma, it's a drug. Medical colleges, it's students, right? So here, they are not equipped with technology. They are not equipped with the targeted marketing advertisement. They are not equipped with the accreditation. Next slide, please. Here is the solution. This is the one-stop, one destination place for continuing medical education or continuing education. We are the biggest marketplace. What are we providing them? For healthcare professionals, we are providing the platform to discover, register, travel, and find the right courses, even for the state mandatory courses and so on, store in the same place, report from the same place, and track it. And for the CME providers, we are providing them certification platform where they can provide the certificates to the attendees, customized dashboard, targeted marketing, national, international accreditation, which means that we have ACCME in the United States, EACCME in Europe, Dubai Health Authority, and so on. We partnered with all of them. Next slide, please. Here is the dashboard we are providing for healthcare professionals. You can see all the feature I explained. One feature I want to focus here is recommendation engine on your right-hand side. Recommendation engine includes the AI/ML, into it. Next slide, please. Here is the dashboard for the CME providers. We are providing them, it's like any dashboard where the sales happen, like how many eyeballs are coming, how many interests are happening, how many registrations are sold, and so on. The most here in this whole slide, the important point is we are providing them 24/7 customer service. So the hospital doesn't need to worry about their CME program. We take care of it. We take care of the accreditation. We take care of the targeted marketing. Next slide, please. We are a data-rich company. Our pride remains in data, and we have 2 million healthcare professional records with us. These are not bought, these are acquired. We have 200,000 active subscribers, and we have the biggest healthcare speaker bureau of 400,000 plus speaker profiles. Next slide, please. Here is our growth. We started with 5,000 physicians per month kind of growth. Now we have 390,000 physicians and nurses and dentists, etc., visiting our platform every month. Next slide, please. Here is our CME providers, our partners. So you name a Ivy League. It can be Harvard, Stanford, Mayo Clinic, they're all our customers, and Texas Children. Along with all this big landscape, we also partnered with Dr. Sri Ravi Shankar, Art of Living, Health Wellbeing, because life balance is also important, and also Isha. We are providers for Isha CME. Next slide, please. Sorry. So the competitive analysis, our Medscape from WebMD, MD Links, CME list, they're all our competition. At the same time, we are also providing services to our own competition, like Medscape depends on us for the targeted marketing. The funny fact here is when COVID hit us, they approached us for the M&A, and we were not ready for that at the time. Next slide, please. Revenue, how do we make money? So we started with the targeted marketing, like a digital marketing agency. Then we moved to the marketplace method, where we sell like a e-commerce gateway, where we sell the registrations, we get the commissions. We associated with the travel affiliate with the Priceline, and COVID has given us very good opportunity to be online, end-to-end creation, hosting, publishing, marketing, end-to-end services platform. Now we are moving into SaaS. Services to SaaS model. This is where we created our own courses. We are going for the annual subscriptions, job affiliation. It doesn't mean we are going to recreate the Monster or Dice. We'll be affiliating. And most importantly, we are affiliating with, serving pharma and medical devices. Next slide, please. This is our journey. As you have seen, 2015 to 2019, we created the marketplace, which was not existing before. We acquired 1.2 million HCPs, 11,000 organizers. And in 2020, we were celebrating our success, and COVID hit us. And it has given an opportunity. Of course, the conferences struggled a lot, but it has given an opportunity to be online. And also, Philips Respironics gave us $250,000 to run a 5 webinar series on sleep apnea, oxygen therapy, oxygen medicine, etc. It opened up door for the pharma and medical devices. 2021, we expanded it to nurses, dentists, and also we did the proof of concept for SaaS. 2022, we created our own content, and we expanded our platform to Middle East, Australia, and UK. 2023, this year, we are on the top of SaaS model, and also we need to affiliate with job boards. And 2024 onwards, it's going to be the growth. It's whatever we did it, we are going to repeat again and again. Next slide, please. Here is financial model, 1.6 last year, 3 million we are expecting this year, and then next year onwards, it's going to be on the growth chart. Next slide, please. We already covered our fund ask. We are asking for 1 million. So far we raised 2 million in the seed, 3 million in the bridge, total 5 million. And 1 million we will be utilizing them, most of it into sales and pharma hires, and we need to have a strong sales team. And now we will be spending 20% in marketing, 10% in platform. Next slide, please. We have a very strong team. You already heard my credentials, and Dr. Mickelson, he's a DO and he's the director of CME. Dr. Nick Nugent, he's the marketing, and Dr. Tushar Sinha, he runs the operations. We have a back office in India, and we have a strong advisory team. Dr. Neelmari Ali, Dr. Mark Page from day one, Dr. Grant, he's a dentist, and Victor Waters, JDMD. So the bottom line is we have a very strong advisory team and also a very strong execution team. And along with this, we have that's okay. We have the weekly meetings, advisory meetings happen. So we know what are the new requirements coming up from the state licensure organizations. We get it from there and we implement here. Thank you.
Good, thank
Next
you.
slide.
This one, should I go to the next slide? Or
Yeah, that's okay. We were at that end.
Okay, good. All right. Okay.
Yeah, excellent presentation, Dr. Priya. Congratulations. Yeah, you've really done it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Since you started, Satya sir, please go ahead. I'll have.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you partner with any STM publishers or co-brand with them or co-promote or something like that? Do you have those kind of affiliations?
Yes, we have some of the journals partnered with us. So we do publish there, the CME is 5 types: in person, online. In the online, you can see webinars, webcasts, podcasts, and journal-based CME. So the 5th category you're asking about. So yes. So like they read like a paragraph and then they get the points and so it's all journal-based. We do have the affiliations with them.
Partnership. And they open some doors for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
End of the day, they need to sell their products, right? So we are facilitating their sales.
And the entire technology stack you build by your team, is it? It's completely or?
Yes, from everything we build it in-house. The application, entire application.
I see, including the content I'm talking about.
The content, if you think of content, the content is two different types. One content is, think of Amazon selling shirts. So n number of providers are there. And also Amazon itself creates they can create their own shirts, right? Not shirts. Let me give you, Amazon sells those.
Like Costco. Costco has got
exactly, Costco, Kirkland. So we are providing our own content because the initiation, the inspiration came from Netflix during the COVID. When we saw Netflix was the marketplace, and when COVID happened, they started producing their own rom-coms. They know which movie is selling more. So like that, we know which course is selling more. So we started creating our own courses. Now we have 75 state mandatory courses created by eMedivans.
Fantastic. And what is the team size you have?
We have 35 team members in India. We have 70 members in United States. We do have data entry 20 to 25. We hire them as needed basis.
Right. And what is the typical burn rate per month?
Yeah, so our burn rate is almost 40K per month.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, I'm done with my questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Satya sir. Shaman sir, you want to go next?
Congratulations, Dr. Priya. Excellent product. I think you could target to become the Netflix of education, and at least higher educational training in the space that you're in. There was a similar company which did fairly well at one point in time called Edcast. I don't know whether you've heard of them. Then they got acquired. We would surely be interested to speak with you. And so Suresh, if you can put them across, we can have an offline discussion as to the next steps. Yeah.
Thank you, Chakravarti. I mean, I don't know, Mr. Chakravarti or Shaman, how do I call it? But anyway, the bottom line is, it's interesting comment you made. Once in a month, Shreya and I, we always share, there is a one person comes in for merger and acquisition. They are like, are you interested in merger and acquisition? It has been happening from 2020. The reason being, we can be a very good arm for Doximity we can be a associate with the Medscape, because we already built the marketplace. They can get that whole thing into their system. It can be a very good arm for them. Very true.
Absolutely, and you can also aspire to be the the Netflix of education.
True.
So I think that's the position.
True.
That's awesome. Very nice.
Appreciate it. Hari sir, please go ahead.
Yes, I would like to Priya comment the progress you made. I know you from the beginning, and you're my neighbor in New Jersey. So I will join the discussions with the Charmaine, and we can seriously look into taking some equity in the company.
Yeah, actually, Haryana being very humble. He been my mentor. From day one I moved to New Jersey, he's the first person I met. We lived in Denver, Colorado for 17 years. And then we moved to New Jersey 8 years ago, just to be in the hub, in the pharma hub. So he's the first person, and he been mentoring, he been watching me, my growth, and we share the success stories, definitely. Of course, failures too. So thanks for being there for me.
Thank you, Hari sir.
Yeah. Suresh, in the interest of the time, I will yield my time to the next investor.
Please go ahead. Thank you.
Dr. Priya, congratulations. Fantastic job done. I somehow feel that you're not at a stage where you need to ask for small monies, because you've already crossed that chasm. You're beyond that stage right now. So I don't know why you're asking for a $1 million pitch right now, but maybe you need to look at something bigger. Certainly not people like me. I mean, I love what you're doing. I think you're in the right space, but it has got to be much bigger and much a bigger ask, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
So actually, yeah. So currently, this is our bridge round of 4 million, and we are doing this round to execute our SaaS model. And after that, the conversion for this is a convertible note round, and the conversion of this round will happen in Series A, which would be an equity round. And in Series A, we are going to raise 15 million, where we would be only taking funds from institutional investors and VCs. So this is our last round for angel investors. So if you are interested in a bigger round, then maybe you can we can share more stuff regarding our Series A round with you.
I think you're ready for that. That's the view that I got.
Yeah. We are already touching base with VCs, and they are doing their due diligence, because usually their due diligence takes almost around 6 months time. So we are already in that process. We are looking forward to close our convertible note round very soon. We have already closed 3 million, and we look forward to close this 1 million in next 3 months at most.
Okay. I have no other points to make.
Yeah, the bottom line is whichever if it is angel to VC, we are in that bridge kind of phase. So
yeah, but also in this round, we are giving really good terms to the angel investors. We are providing 20% discount and 2% coupon, and the conversion will have all the same terms of the lead investor of Series A round, plus 20% discount and 2% coupon.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have one follow-up question. On this round, did you already call the capital, the 3 million committed, or they just made the commitment?
We have already received in bank 2.5 million, and 0.5 we would be receiving soon, in a week or two.
Okay.
And we already have a lead investor.
Bridge money, are you ready to go into Series A raise, or you still need to pull in that balance money?
We don't need to, but we just told ourselves, let's give some time, because some of the Series A VCs are doing the due diligence, and it's like, while company is preparing ourselves to be in the Series A, we are just doing whatever we are doing right now. So to answer, we are ready. We are ready for the Series A. 15
when you discuss with Charmaine and I, you can present your bigger road
we do
map
have
as well for the Series A. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And this is exactly what we told Kumar Rani Garu and Suresh Chapadi Garu. Do we need to present it for the 1 million or do we need to present it for 15 million? They said, just go ahead and do it. And as the questions come, you can later catch up. That's what we did here.
We want to make it
Yeah,
Uber.
so-
So, we have everything there. So it's good.
You will have
Shaman, you may want to
very
quick
detailed
comment
one.
on this before you.
Sorry.
Shaman, can you make a quick comment on this further?
Yes, I think as Hari rightfully mentioned that we covered the entire spectrum from where you are to right up to Series D. So the opportunity that we can both address together when we speak with you is to probably start from Series A and take it forward. So that's what I would like to comment.
Perfect. We'll go for Series A then. This is a great opportunity for us.
Great.
Yeah. Congratulations, Priya and team. Good job.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Sunita. Thank you. Thank you for introducing us to this team. We really, really enjoyed the journey.
Congratulations, Priya.
I
Thank
see
you, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank
we met New Jersey also. So I
Yes.
saw the same and brilliant actually. So keep it up.
Thank you. We can. Shall we leave now?
Yeah, please. Yeah, I'll set up an offline deep dive
Yes.
needed for the team. Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time.
Thank
So
you.
much.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
And sorry to put you on spot, Vinay sir and Satya sir, you want to participate in the deep dive call too, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, good. Thank you. This is awesome. All right. And now let's go to the next one, the last one. Raghavendra sir, are you there?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I'll share my screen. Hang on here. We're gonna set up a timer. I don't know why we're getting all these things here. Okay, this is a presentation. 1 second. Let me set the timer too.
Raghavendra, what? Okay, yeah. I
1
didn't
second.
find it. Okay.
Why I have all of these things? Okay, so Raghavendra, we're gonna reset the time, and we have a 9-minute warning. You'll have a 1-minute warning. Set 9 minutes. So it's all yours. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you. This is Raghavendra, co-founder of Lorry Circle. Thanks for giving an opportunity to present Lorry Circle, which is solving a very fundamental problem of a transportation industry. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah, as we all know that in Indian road transportation is highly unorganized, fragmented, and a lot of complex operational process. So in that mainly the industry is facing a problem like speed and convenience, responsiveness, transparency and choice, reach and visibility, and asset utilization. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah, how Lorry Circle is going to be a problem solver for the existing problems. So we built a platform, Lorry Circle as an integrated digital marketplace. It is going to match demand and supply in the real time through our platform. And in India, we all know that the transportation cost is highly volatile and it is not a fixed cost. So we have provided an opportunity for the both service providers and seeker side to negotiate through our platform and come to find a best rate fit, and it is going to help us in quick closures. And as a technology, we are enabling AI tools to determine the optimal pricing strategies by analyzing the market demand and supply and other variables like even the weather forecasting, how the movements can happen, and also in the some cases how the demand is going to be increased in certain area of goods movement. So we are building AI tools to implement on this. And as a technical platform, the LSPs means we are calling logistic service providers and logistic service users. Logistic service providers can go beyond geographic regions because currently they are operating in a targeted routes, even though they are on opportunities. So they, with the help of Lorry Circle, they go beyond the geography where they are operating. And their pre-posting of the vehicle from the source location, that vehicle is going to be available at the destination location. So which increases the opportunities they can grab it and reduces the halt time, and it increases the asset utilization in an effective manner. Can you please go to the next slide? So we launched as a POC our product in the month of August, both in the Android and iOS, with the basic features like, because as we all know that these segment of users are not so much tech savvy. So we reinvented the things and made as simple as possible for our users. So with the key features like get quote, find trucks, find loads, and request loads, bidding, tracking, reports. And one of the key thing we are providing our product in the local languages, currently covering 5 major Indian languages like Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, and English. And also we are building a route optimization AI tools. And Smart My Present. Okay, you can go to the next slide. So it's a huge market, as we all know that transportation is the backbone of every developing countries. So in India, logistic market is growing at a rate of 8% in next 3 years to reach 330 billion by 2025. And this growth is fueled by growing e-commerce segment. And as we all know that India is growing as a global manufacturing hub. When there is a manufacturing, a lot of inward and outward movements are going to happen. So it's a wonderful opportunity. And it is also divided as the intercity full truck loads are divided into 2 categories. One is into the term contract, and another one is on demand, which is a spot booking. So we have more than 63% of the market in the spot booking. And also in India, there are 12 million plus trucks are there. And with the 40 plus variants, every year, more than 6 lakh new trucks are adding to the market. Yeah, can go to the next slide. So how Lorry Circle is going to make revenue? We have a different verticals of making the revenue. One is a subscription model where users going to utilize our platform as a marketplace or the subscription. And another is a commission model where we are going to bring a escrow payment system to keep the corporates and the users payments on a safe delivery way. And also value-added services like insurance, which is a big thing for every vehicle need to be insured. And in transit insurance, there is no handy tool in the market to buy a in-transit insurance. And corporate contracts, which is going to bring a larger base of revenue over the period when we have a proper base. And also vehicle retrading, as we all know that most of the vehicles are financed by the financing companies. And also a lot of reselling and repurchasing of the vehicles are there. So we are going to make in a 5 different verticals. And the key metrics for we targeted this year, we are going to focusing on acquiring 100K users and aim to generate 85 lakhs revenue over the 5 years. In the 27-28, we are going to be standing at a 1 million user base with generating a 730 crore revenues. And EFA, Express Franchise Network, who is going to support the last mile operations. So we are bringing up 500 local people to support the Lorry Circle. And as we all know that India is covered with a golden quadrangle triangle, which is covering from north, east, south, and western parts of India. So currently we are focusing on Chennai to Mumbai route. And over the period, we want to cover all the 11 major national highways, which is covering entire pan India. Go to the next slide, please. So we built a unique go-to-market strategy, user acquisition and user engagement, and scaling up with the corporate tie-ups, and coming to the brand building, brand positioning, and brand visibility. So we have a strong plan. Can go to the next slide. As I already mentioned that this industry is having different categories of user profiles. So we know that we understand our customer profiles and majorly segregated to the logistics service providers, logistics service users, and corporates. And we know the pulse of each segment of a users and to place our product in a proper way. Can go to the next slide, please. So there are many competitors in the market. Majorly, we are hearing that BlackBucks, majorly, they are focusing on the corporate contracts. And Wahak is a similar competitor, which they are also forecasting as the marketplace. And we, Lorry Circle, we have a competitive advantage of a strong operational excellence. Can you go to the next slide, please? So with all our expertise in jumping into the operations and understood and how the technology can easily enable and solve the fundamental problems in the market. So we bought a few disruptive features, which we are building on that with the help of AI. We are very much thankful for the AI tools today available in the market, like intelligent matching, because as we all know that in this industry, right matching, the different trucks carries a different goods types. So we are enabling we are building a data as an asset. With that data, we want to implement AI tools to make the process easy. So dynamic pricing and express franchise network, and we are the first to market as with the operational support, and also providing a ease of doing for the roadside assistance for the drivers, and this common tool for the real-time tracking and visibility and route optimizations. This is one of the key thing because the long-haul vehicles for example, from Delhi to Bangalore, if a vehicle is coming, whether he has to go via Bhubaneswar or via Vizag, so where the demand forecasting is going to made and adjusted. And demand forecasting, because we are bringing a visibility. For example, containers, vehicles, ships are coming to the Chennai. So people are now logistic service providers are not aware of knowing where the exact demand is happening. And risk assessment with the technology benefits and giving the ratings and reviewings. And we are going to do the KYC validation for the users. Go to the next. Can you go to the next slide, please? So as of today, we have 14,500 users with us, and with 7,000 load postings and 6,500 bids and 4,500 vehicles, and we have executed successfully 1,300 loads. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah, this is our team. Uday is one of our co-founder, and Dhanishri, myself, as a growth center. Can you go to the next slide? So our ask is 1 million. So we want to utilize our fund for technology strengthening 30% and business development and branding 30%, administration and infrastructure 20%, and network building for 20%. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Raghavendra. Appreciate it. So we'll open for question and answers. Vinay, sir, let's go with you.
Yeah, so couple of quick questions. I still could not understand your USP because you seem to be in a very competitive space, and I did not know how do you differentiate from others. Number one, there are existing players like Porter, which you have not mentioned in your deck. So
Porter is an intracity. They are operating in only intracity. We are operating in a full truckloads FTL segment.
Okay. So yeah, maybe that's the reason so you only do FTLs, you don't do LTLs at all?
No. FTLs. We focus on the FTL.
And what about Let's Transport? Is it in the same market, or is it also in the intracity market?
Let's Transport is only handling the corporate contracts.
Okay.
Corporate contracts operates in a different way, like there are term contracts, and 30 days to 60 days payment cycle will be there, and it's one of the different vertical.
I'm aware of it. Okay, fine. What's your current revenue run rate?
We are in the pre-revenue model. From October, we targeted to generate the revenue. So currently, we are working on a pre-sales and post-sales activities. Recently, I think probably from 15th only, we have started launched our subscription model. So in 1 week of a span, we achieved 15 to 16 subscribed LSPs. But our major focus is major revenue generation starts from October.
Okay, so in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no other questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vinay.
All the
sir.
very best. Yeah.
Thank you.
Satya, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, excellent. So, how long did it take for the development, and what's the kind of source of your funds? I mean, how much have you raised, or is it all bootstrapped?
We have 3 investors who has invested around 300K currently, and remaining we have investor we bootstrapped. And we 2019 September we ideated this, and we also early hit of the COVID, so we could not able to take off that. And we were with the in 2021 we did groundwork on the we groundwork on the selected areas. We jumped into the operations. We understand because it's a industry where only technology cannot solve the problem, because where major other players are facing a problem. We jumped into the market, we executed a loads, and we interacted with the lorry owners, and then we pivoted our model. And in August 2022, August, we re-engineered our product and launched. From there, our journey is we have a progressing acquisition of the users.
I see. So you launched last August, a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like, I mean, so you have deep domain knowledge actually. So all, I mean, the founders, can we have brief introduction about those founders? I mean, their background?
Yeah, co-founder Uday Krishna Nallamolu, he is basically from Andhra Pradesh, Tadepilligudem, where it is a major hub for this transportation industry. One of the advantages for us is to understand the verticals, because in Tadepilligudem, like aquaculture movement is happening, and a lot of exports, onion, pulses, trades are going to happen. And nearby Tanuku, a lot of poultry industries are there, paper industries are there. So we, and tiles manufacturing units are there. So we understand that how traders, because in this even we segregated our user base. For example, logistic service users are segregated to the trade unions, commission agents, transport companies who are going to operate with the this manufacturing units, taking the term contracts.
So yeah, and do you have a deep understanding of technology also? You have a deep domain knowledge. I mean, so I mean, I think you're in a right direction actually. So you would have taken time, but I mean, definitely, you know what you're doing. I mean, definitely, it's not just technology play. You have deep-rooted connections also. I think, yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, just adding to that, because now why we are offering a free services is to engage the users. The lot of verticals is going to play a major role, because as you know that 99% of the trucks are funded by the NBA financing
companies, yeah,
institutions, and each and every truck requires an insurance. So when we engage the people through our platform and providing a SaaS services, the revenues are shooting like anything, because as you know that this is industry is a vast industry.
Great. Thank you,
Raghavendra, just a quick question to clarify. When you said your investments are 300K, were you talking in Indian rupee terms or in dollar terms? I hope it's in
dollars, because all our investors are from US.
Okay, got it.
And our co-founders also from US only, like Uday Krishna Nallamolu and Om Prakash Nakka.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Shaman, sir, please go ahead. You're on mute, sir.
Excellent presentation, Raghavendra. Now, one question I have for you is this model replicable in other geographies, or is your focus going to be India?
It can be replicable, but honestly speaking, I'm not fully aware about how US markets are operating. But I have some understanding, like Indonesia is operating in the same similar lines. There also we have a lot of opportunities, and Vietnam is also operating in the similar lines, and those areas also, and Bangladesh. they're also now growing as a manufacturing hubs, but I'm not sure about US market, honestly.
Oh, fair enough. My question was not only for the US market, but any other. Oh, fair enough. Thank you for that answer.
Showman, sir, if I may jump in, if I wear my hat on that side, because I have my company in this supply chain side, transportation management system itself is a big thing in US. We have the brokerage services. I think Lorry Circle falls under the brokerage side of the things, just like Uber for things. We also have a product called TBMS, Transportation Broker Management System. It can come in for 3PLs and even from ports to the other side of it. But just I'm very
I'd love to understand more from Raghavendra from a technology perspective, and
okay.
Then we'll see how.
Perfect. We can arrange the deep dive call on that. Hari, sir?
Yeah. Since Shaman is going to ask for the deep dive, so I'll pass. Only one question I have. Raghavendra, if you need any connection in Vietnam, just let me know. Offline, we can discuss. And I can introduce some people that may help you for expanding into other countries.
Yeah, just
Sure,
add
thank you.
in Indonesia or Thailand, Cambodia. Please do let me know.
Sure, thank you. Great, thank you.
Great job, Raghavendra. Bajab. Bye.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raghav.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
So, Satya, sir, Vinay, sir, would you like to?
Can I drop, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I think I'll pass this one. Thank you.
Satya, sir?
Yeah, I'd like to join a call. So definitely I'd like to. So I'm looking into Indian startups right now, right? So definitely this is one of those.
Perfect. Thanks so
And
much.
because of the alliance with our agri fintech platform, what we've done for Indonesia. So maybe, yeah, I'd be interested.
That's awesome. Appreciate it. With that, I think, our session comes to an end. But first, I would like to thank you all investors for your time. Appreciate it. And also I'd like to summarize. So we had 5, startups presenting it today. 1 was in education, 3 were in healthcare, and 1 in transportation. We got interest for all 5 of those things. I think that was an amazing success from what we have done.
This is wonderful. Yeah, wonderful job.
I would like to take one opportunity over here to probably praise or commend the Jven core team. There was a lot of hard work went in. Sunita Garu, Baswa Garu, Kumar sir, and of course Dr. Hari sir for helping us with all these things. Without the core team, we could not have been done. We could not have been in this place. Thank you so much. Appreciate all your help. And for the next steps, I'll set up a follow up with all the things. And with that, Kumar sir, I'll pass it on to you. And for the last word of thanks.
Yeah, thank you all. Today's attendance really wonderful, and I think for the last 3 months we have been working on selecting these entrepreneurs. I think it worked out well. Every one of you shown interest on all of them almost. So we will set up a next meeting, and thank you all for your time, valuable time on Sunday morning. And thank you, Vice Chancellor, and of course, I think he dropped out, but thank you for him to come, and all the audiences, really wonderful. Be patient. We had a very good attendance today. People are interested in listening to. And thank you very much, Dr. Hari Apanapalli from India. Wonderful joining. And thank you very much, sir. And thank you all. Feel free, and we hope to join in the next J1.
Yeah, one other thing, just I want to add, thank you so much for JNTU Executive Committee.
All the executive committee, yes. All the directors, everybody support, directly, indirectly, everybody support. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, there are a couple of comments I want to make, Suresh, with your permission. So one is the upcoming events are, we are planning to launch the Canada chapter tentatively on November 5th. We will discuss with the local team and confirm back to you, Mr. President Kumar Rani Garu. Then the next thing is there is an annual event we do every year, and that will be firmed up once the VC confirms his travel dates. We would like to overlap during his stay the US National Annual Convention date. Please stay tuned for that. And also, if you have any connections with any of the education institutions in the US or Canada or anywhere else in the world, JNT is looking to partner with for a dual degree program. So please introduce us and coordinate with us. And Shaman volunteered to bring one university from California. Thank you, Shaman, for doing that. And we would like to sign up those MOUs during our Vice Chancellor's North America tour based in Canada and US. So please help us. And also, as always, we're looking for more members to join our group from around the world. Please take this as a priority. And if you are a JNTU graduate, either from the constituent colleges or from the affiliated colleges, you are eligible to become a full-fledged member of the JNTU-Alumni Association. We look forward to working with you. And if you if you have any requirements that require service, for example, a lot of students are traveling now from India to US and Canada to study, and we have created a core team to help and assist these new students coming into these new countries, to handhold them, to pick them up, and also to host them for a few days and drop them wherever they need to go. I would like to thank and congratulate the entire team who is working on this diligently for the last couple of weeks. Thank you so much, Kumar Rani and Suresh and the rest of the board members who are on the call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time and enjoy your day. See you in next Jven.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you all.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Satya, where do you live?
I live in LA, but currently I'm in Hyderabad.
Oh, you are in Hyderabad now. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I'm in LA generally. I'm here for about a month right now. So,
oh, I see.
Starting my activity in India, looking at startups and onboarding startups. I've just shared my details in the chat. So if anybody would like to connect, I just shared my details in the chat. So anybody would like to connect on LinkedIn, or I have my contact details in the chat right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sajid sir. Appreciate it. It was
And
very
thank you for
nice talking to
joining.
you.
We made it very interesting and wonderful topic today.
Great.
Thank you, Suresh Garu, in particular. This was like a hat-trick Jven. So we are successfully done the third time, and a lot of credit goes to you.
Yeah.
It's all the teamwork, without that we could not have done.
Yeah. We
Thank
should
you.
do frequently. So yeah.
Yes. We are planning to do that, sir. Yeah.
Brilliant.
This is a
And chala tools I can put offline. Yeah.
Sure, sir. I'll talk to you, Sajid sir.
We'll discuss that.
Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye. Enjoy.